Hello, Lydia. URLs are on. Did you find those? Okay, gotta turn this one off. Oh, hello, Elaine. How's everybody doing today? I'm good today. I'm recovering. I was sick for a while. So, hopefully we have a good show today. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Thank you. So we're just gonna wait. I signed in a bit early today, so I have a feeling I might go over tonight, and we will have a visitor. My husband is finishing up part of the project last minute, so he'll be stopping in. Otherwise, I have a couple other projects I'm gonna show you guys. 32 Celsius, so that is about what, 80 degrees, 85 degrees? 37 is 98. I do know that. So high 80s, getting up to the 90s. What time is it in Australia? I like it hot. I'm in the wrong state. Wisconsin is cold. Oh, I was going to check the weather. What is the weather? Oh, you're up late tonight. No, that's in the afternoon. That's afternoon. It actually was a beautiful day today. I can't complain. Currently, it's 26 Fahrenheit. So is it your summer? It's your summer there, our winter here. So we're about 3 degrees below 0 Celsius here currently. Oh, autumn. One of my second favorite. So summer is my first favorite season. Now it looks like Lydia signed in, but she must be finishing up. I think we're going to have an early spring this year. I'm not sure how that's going to do with the plants. We'll see. It was 50s last week, which is not normal for February. So, and you guys are about a minute behind me lag time, so that's confusing to try to keep up and with the chat. So but hello, Janelle. How are you doing today? How'd your doctor's appointment go? You gotta come here, Daddy. Nope, I can't. Nope. So.
Why can't you?
Thank you. Wow, we're busy.
Yeah. I could have brought one more in, but I'm like, just
Oh gosh, no, these will be perfect. Absolutely perfect. They smell warm yet. So, thank you. Thank you. So, yeah. Okay. So, good to hear it went well. Hello, Lydia. There must be trying something new. Same but different. Did you see what was just delivered, Lydia? Last minute. They're done. They smell hot yet. Oh, don't drink my paint water. So, yeah. They're done. I'm happy. So I got to keep an eye on the time. Hello, Mary. Your video was freaking hilarious about those cats in health food. That was funny. Okay, I got to set some alarms here. So, okay. Um, what good news, Lydia? Well, it was a good share, Mary. I laughed. It was funny. It was very funny. Oh, camp. Yes. Camp is good news. So I'll announce that here shortly when I go live. So, okay. A couple more minutes before we get started. I have stuff falling. Yeah, I've rubbed off a little bit on Lydia with the organizational level. Um, that could be a whole Ustream on itself. So if I ever redo this room, it's gonna be a project. If it was a big if. Yeah, I'm organized. I'm a list maker. Well, Mary, you can take a break from packing. What do you need? A change of underwear, some fresh toiletries, and that's all you need. Some PJs. Yeah, I wondered where you were, Janelle. I missed you too. Always enjoy the chat. Hello. How are you today, Mildred? Oh, Janelle, I was sick for almost 2 weeks with that cold. It was awful. I had no voice. It's going around work. There's tons of people sick. Oh, I hope you're on the upward mend now. I'm going to turn my one alarm off. And this is going to fly, by the way. So this class tonight, we got a lot to do in an hour. So hopefully I don't go over. And I'll try to keep up with the chat as much as I can. But we'll see. I did a lot of shortcuts, so I have a lot of prep work already done, so hopefully we'll be good on time. So good to hear you're better, Janelle. Okay, well, I have 1958 on my clock, so about another minute, and then I'm going to hit record, and I'm going to start. Who am I missing here? This is a cup of coffee, and I have water because my coffee is going to get cold in an hour. So, of course, there's a little something in it. It's my night off. Oh, is Diva here? Hello, Alda. Hello, Diva. Okay, so I'm actually, because there's a lot to do, I'm going to get going. So I'm going to hit record. I don't need a cappuccino. Well, today I might have. I was kind of slow going, but hello, everybody. Tonight, it's Heather. I'm educator tonight for Flying Unicorn. I'm going to get started right away because we do have a pretty big project that we're going to try to fit in an hour. So I'm so happy that everybody's here. Did Yasmin make it? She did. She made it. Good. Hi. We got Lydia's moderating. Alda's here. Mary's here. Joanne, Mildred, Janelle. All the girls are here. So Diva, of course. Thank you, Joanne. So announcements. Tonight it's me. Now next week Lydia has a fabulous project she's going to do. She's going to showcase, I've seen a sneak peek, some new stuff coming out or that had come out with the winter release. And then Lynn's up after that. So other announcement, I don't know, Alda, if I can say it. We're going to have some info posted sometime this weekend regarding our second annual Unicamp. So look forward to that on Facebook. She'll have a lot more information. All we know is she put the hint out there that she's going to post something. So I don't know what. So we'll see. So today we're going to do this project. Okay. Now these are bookends. So basically they're to hold up other books. Now I'll get more into that. But I'm going to do a rendition of this because I do want to make a set to match my new kitchen. So I'm going to flip the camera over and we're actually going to get started. I do have a couple other examples I'll show you throughout the night. So just bear with me during this turning of the camera here. Okay, just going to tighten it down. Hello, Kathy. Okay. So there was a lot of prep work that went into this project. And basically, we're going to start out. You want to try to get some books of the same size, same thickness, not necessarily the same texture, but you can. My finished project is going to be way different. But so get all your supplies together. Now, if you realize we did get some of these, don't mind my note. Frames. We got some in the August kit. We actually did get some in the February kit last month. So first of all, you're going to find your books. You're going to get them. You're going to basically get your frames out, figure out where you want them, and trace your configuration. Now, if you're like me, I've made a bunch of these and I've screwed up I don't know how many times. not thinking I have to do the back side of the book and the front side of the book for the bookends. But practice. Now, after you trace where you want it, set those aside, you're going to need to cut it. Now, you can actually buy scalpels on Amazon. I think you can get them in a 10-pack for 20 bucks. You can cut it that way. It works pretty slick. And of course, you can all see that these are pre-cut. And I did trace a little bit outside to make the hole a little bit bigger. I also used, because those got a little dull, I have a Fisker's, I don't know, X-Acto knife, whatever. I hear chat on Drunken Cherries. So once you get these done, you're going to pop them out. You want to save these. Save these. Don't give them to your daughter. Don't do any of that stuff because she'll want them. My daughter did, because you're going to need them to help protect the inner pages when you go to paint and spray. So after you do that, you actually want to explain something. I did it 2 different ways. I wanted to see how hard it was to do glued together and cut like this to get the insides out. So I did a couple books like that, and it wasn't bad. So kind of see how I did that. I also tried to not have the pages all glued together and just kind of open it up, cut, cut, cut. It was functionally easier this way, but it didn't have the same effect. It didn't look as good. And then when you went and closed it, your walls to the hole were uneven, so I actually had to go in and fix it and kind of do more of this. So after you initially cut through, I found it easiest to cut through this. You could open it up and then glue the pages together. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually glue the pages together on this particular book. Now, mind you, I screwed up and did I had these 2 books and I forgot to do the back side, so I did the front side again, so I'm going to have to do a couple sets. But we're going to actually glue the pages together, and I just simply use some gel medium. Let me put my knives away so I don't cut myself. And I'm almost done with this jar, so. And one thing I did was I did gel medium the center. Now these books I did get from a good friend of mine. She does a lot of estate sales, and she gave me boxes of books, and she's like, there's more where that come from. So I kind of separate a little bit so it can get on the inside. And when we get to the bottom, we got to talk about that. Now, if you're doing bookends, I found it best that when you do 2 at the same time, your big shot works wonders as far as putting weight on it, because you want to let this kind of sit until it dries before you mess around with it. But kind of, get it in there. And I'm not the prettiest when it comes to gel medium. I just kind of get it out all over. So when it comes to the bottom, we need a stand to help hold it up. So my fabulous husband cut these. These are stainless steel. It was a big, long thing. He cut it. He bent them. He sanded it. They're all soft. I actually plan on putting a felt so it doesn't scratch any surfaces when you go to, if you put it on a nice pretty shelf or a glass shelf or something, you don't want it. And so you have to remember to not seal, so you can slide that in there to make your end. Make sense, everybody? Hey, Babs. Hi, Shona. Just quick looked up. So I will do that in a second. So when you're actually gluing your bottom of the books, I'm just doing a quick mess here, guys, so you get the idea. When you're gluing the bottom, and I actually, the one I glued, I just took my knife and I kind of cut it, and I got in there. So, and you want to be pretty liberal with this. You want this to stick. So that'll be enough for now. And so, like I said, if you do 2 books, you can use your Big Shot. One side of the Big Shot here, the other side on here. Let it sit overnight. Help hold it down. Otherwise, I have this old antique iron that I use, and I just set it there and let it dry overnight. And am I going blurry? Anyways, so that was the next step. Now, as far as, I had to move some stuff here. So as far as the book ends, I love having a fabulous husband that can do crap like this. Gel medium. He chose stainless steel because it won't rust, and you don't have to coat it with anything, so it's as is, which is kind of nice. So you could either Fabri-Tac this down or however you want to do it. Make sure you put it on there right. And this is just essentially to prevent from scratching the surface of whatever. And I just used felt. I cut some felt of my daughter's, and so then that will go in the book. And then there'll be another set right there, and your books will go right in between. So he just finished these. He walked in the door with them. So we started tapping trees, so he's been, and we're cutting wood, so he's been kind of busy. Okay, so clean off my surface. So now there's that. What was that? So then after the books are sealed, this is where you would go back and cut more holes on your paper. Now, I'm going to show you a couple different variations of books that I have already done. You can do pretty much anything. Circles are more of a pain in the butt to get out, but they still work fine. Now, I do want to show you that as far as the binding goes, I did use the glass glitter. I don't know if you guys can see that. The gel medium with the whatever the heck is in there. Glass beads. I think almost all the brands make them. So I'll show you those later. But I was trying different gel mediums to see if that helped. Okay, is that better, guys? Okay, so now these are actually the 2 books that we are going to do for tonight's project. So I've already, of course, cut out. I've made my holes. I just put some paper towel in there just to protect it when we paint it and spray it. I'm going to put that back in there. And I've already kind of prepped the other side. So we'll just prep this side. I'm just going to use a layer of gesso. And this is just to get the base coat down. If you have any questions, just let Lydia know. She'll get them to me. I'm not looking much up at the chat. When I dry, I'll look up there, but otherwise, this is going to we're going to pound this project out here. And this is just a layer. Oh, happy birthday, Candy! I hope you're enjoying your day. Oh, I wish I could go back and read the chat when we're. As far as cutting into the books, there are certain books that I struggled with. They were the heavier ones. They had the thicker. They had the thicker cover to them, and I didn't struggle, but it took me a lot longer. And after we get our gesso, we'll just heat set that briefly, and then we're going to use a stencil. So I did end up picking up, I picked up a couple books at a vintage store. One day, my girlfriend and I used to work with, met up for lunch, and we hit a couple stores where she lives. They wanted like $6, $7 for a book. I was like, holy shnikes, that's a lot. For an old book, I'm going to tear apart. So, but Jen from work, she gave me a bunch, so I'm set. I just want a good, nice layer. And the more tattered and torn it is, I think it adds to the effect. So, okay. So now we're going to heat set that. Shona, you turn 53 next month? I would have never guessed. The depth wouldn't bother you? No, it was just, as far as that, it was thicker. It was harder to get through. Hey, Julianne. Okay. So, Yasmin, when are you going to do a Ustream? What time is it there? Oh, I'm still a little wet. Okay. So now we're going to use the doily stencil number 2. Alda does have these in the store. Oh my gosh, it's 3:15 in the morning. Oh, girl. That's nuts. I'm happy you made it. Well, just think, you're up and at 'em now. You can get some stuff done. So basically, today I'm using the modeling paste from Finabar. Depends on the mood I'm in. And I'm just gonna... Oh, that sucked. Let's see how to fix a big screw up. See, I'm a night owl too. Okay, retake. I'll try it again. I work nights, so I'm used to being up. I get a lot more done at night than I do during the day. There, that's better. So there's that one. I love this stencil. And Sorry to be off screen, guys. Okay. And actually, I'm going to heat set this really quick just so I can stencil the back while we're talking. I don't think so, Diva. I think that was a different doily stamp or stencil. Oh, shoot, Lydia. I will turn. They're on. Sorry, girl. Try it again. Okay, it should work now. Lydia censored? Yeah, some days she needs to be. I shouldn't say that. There, it's working now. So, and I necessarily wouldn't need to do the stencil on the back because no one's going to see it. I don't think it's... I don't know what I'm doing yet. I feel rushed. I shouldn't be. It's only 1/4 after. Maybe I had too much prep done. No, I think Yasmin should do a special Ustream, like a Saturday Ustream. Now, how fun would that be? Look at the title to this one. You can still see that. It's so fun to play with these. See, I think she should. Always wash your stencils off. I have a tub of water here, so that's just where mine's going. So I'm actually going to set these aside to dry because now we're going to work actually on the frames. So we're going to work on the frames, and we're going to work on, once we're done with the frames, then we'll spray and add some color, and we'll have to heat set that. So yeah, so this came in the February main kit. Now we have the all-inclusive all-one kit. You get some of all 4 kits, which is pretty cool. So that's the new debut this month of March. But I have a lot of frames. I don't know. I have a hard time figuring out what I'm going to use them for, and then I feel bad because I don't want to use them, and you know, we're all there. So basically, I just did some simple embossing around to highlight the edges of it. And I just dabbed it on there with a dabber, trying to just kind of isolate the high points. I am going to also switch up the color just a little bit because I want it to, of course, match my new kitchen. I'm just using a Ranger embossing dabber. And then I'll go through with how to put the diamond around the inside of that. I'm going to use some Lindy Stamp Gang. I like their stuff. I'm making it a little bit lighter. Just to forewarn you, when you heat set the resins, they get very hot. Very, very, very hot. So just be cautious. I know the relics get very hot when you do the relics also. I really haven't determined what my accent color to my kitchen is going to be yet. I kind of have a mix of a bunch of stuff. Our project we did out in California is in there. I have a bird cage that I want to alter. In one of these days I will showcase my kitchen. I've been so sick I haven't had time to even put anything really away. I need a little bit more there. So I don't remember where I put it. Oh, I think the molds are going to be a fun item. Oh yes, Lydia, it was just simple embossing. I think I inked a little bit on my one. So I'll quick do these other two. And then we'll get to the diamond portion. Oh, my chat's not scrolling. I don't know. I think I'm on Prima order number 3 also. From the new stuff. I think I picked up some molds. Like I said, somebody needs to live by me, and then I'm trying to talk Lydia into making me a bunch and just sending them to me so I can play with them. Isn't that terrible? Make her do all the work. So we'll get some embossing stuff on this, and then these will be done for the most part. Okay. Okay. What about the embossing ink? So that one is done. One more left. Arrange your embossing ink in a tube. Now that sounds fun. How many colors does it come in? I gotta bust a move here, guys. Okay. Okay. So the diamond. We're gonna add some bling to this. Because I want to show you guys so when Lydia and I went out to California, we got to play with a bunch of stuff. Sandra Evertson's relic. This here is a super glue. This is a gel controlled. The nice thing about this super glue is it comes out slow and you have a little bit of time. Yes, I did just bust a move. but it does come out so you have time to kind of manipulate your project. So, and basically you just kind of squeeze it, and it's in a gel, so it's not. So the nice part is you can. I'll try to keep my noggin out of there. See how slick that is? You have a little bit of time. There you go. So, and actually I gotta do it this way. I bought that on Amazon. I actually bought it in bulk. I didn't know exactly what to think of it. So I think I bought 6 of them for, I don't know. They're kind of expensive, but I like how they work. That you have time to manipulate it, and of course, if you get super glue on your fingers, just remember acetone takes it off. I gotta cut this here real quick. So I feel very rushed. Now, I watched Olga the other day, and she's so calm and she's so laid back and doesn't rush, and I just don't get how she can do that. So, Barbara had experience with using this glue too. Okay, there, it's done. This is May Arts, actually. I don't know, I picked it up. A white, 3mm white diamond chain. Okay, so these are done. I'm just gonna move my stuff aside. Wipe off my table because I can't do that. Okay. So now we are ready to spray. This is actually upside down. I know Shona's getting some, or we're getting some new shimmers in the store. I ended up choosing, because I wanted to go a little bit lighter than I did before, some Jenny B Blue of the Vibes. And I'll probably throw a little bit of gold in there just because and basically it's just to, I just want that kind of pop of color there. I'm watering it down with some water. Get the binding. Okay, catch me up, guys. Where are we at? Talking jelly beans. Oh, Halloween candy? Or Easter candy? Oh, those Cadbury eggs are delish, but you can only have one. Ugh. Wow, it looks way different on the screen than it does in person. It's more of a soft glue. It doesn't look. So it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. So I really hope Shona can come to camp this year. Is there a dog policy? Olaf might have to go for a plane ride. He could be Jean's sidekick. Jean would love that. This is the Shimmers Vibes Jenny B. Blue. Yeah, well, the camera doesn't do it justice, unfortunately. Yep, Jenny B. Blue. Shona, the Shimmers expert, resident expert. So I figured we'd have a lot of dry time tonight. Emotional support animals? Well, that'd be nice. I'm trying to get the back side. I'll spray that side later. It's not necessary because you're not going to hopefully see it, but okay, we're almost dry here. I'm not going to spray the back because I can spray that when we're done. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so let me wipe up my mess. Okay. Okay. So now we are at so that'll be like that. There we go. We're going to do the binding now, which is basically, Alda has the, where did I put it? I don't remember where I put it. My trim, I lost it. Oh, here it is. Alda has this trim in the store. She's got some, I think this is the one I used. She's got a variety of it. So, and I just wanted something a little bit delicate, just with the flowers. So, we're just going to put the binding just like that. So all my stuff is out of where it should be. I'm used to having it a certain spot, and it's not. And actually, I use gel medium when I adhere this because I think it works better, especially for these projects. My mat is still a little bit wet. There's that. And that'll dry. There is a front and a back to this, so just kind of be aware. It'll look fine. It doesn't really matter. So, and I do notice this binding is a little bit narrower than the one I used before. Sorry, I got a shadow, guys. There we go. I have too much stuff on my fingers. I gotta wash those. Okay. Questions so far? I'll probably go back and make sure that this is down pretty good. And then I did a little Frank Garcia. He does dots on everything, and I did add some dots. I'm just using some liquid pearls. Actually, I chose royal blue. Was I gonna switch it up? I was thinking about switching it up this time. I had some gray out, but we'll just do this. It'll add that pop of color. So, you guys get the gist of it? I'm not the most steadiest hand. And I do have Velcro on the bottom because I do hang mine upside down on a shelf. And they're not rearranged by color, although some of you may think they are. It's nice to not have to fight with them. So I have them hung up there. So, there. Okay. Yes. What's my time? Ooh, I better get going. I'll dot that one later. Okay. So let's add our frames. I'm going to use modeling paste for the frames. I also am going to switch it up a little bit. I did choose the Sandra Evertson's chandelier pendants for the first one. I added them there and I added them there, but because I am switching it up, and I painted them and then I inked them. I'm going to use the flowers that she has. I'm going to take out so one is going to go in there because I am a flower girl. And this one I'm going to put right in the center there. But I do want to add some color to that, so sorry, I got too much stuff on me. Let's put our frames down so we can get those down. Ooh, I'll be out of gel medium on this. And again, when I did this before, I used my nifty little iron and set it on there and let it sit overnight. So it had a good dry to it. But we're winging it. I'm not quite done with that. Okay, so there's the books. Oh, I got too much stuff on my hands. I'm just going to use some 13 Art Silver ink. Should I move this up, guys? You guys are still talking. Oh my gosh, 47 messages. My chat's not scrolling. So I'm not sure what's the issue. I use a lot of this silver. It adds just a subtle shine to it. I am really pushing it for time, guys. Really pushing it. And I'm getting dirty in the process. Okay. Now these are the flowers. Oh, there's my alarm telling me I got 15 minutes left. These are the flowers that came. We got these in California for one of Sandra's classes or something. We used them. Or no, it was for the watercolor. So I figured, I'll use them up. And I'm just going to highlight the petals with an inker. And like I said, these do get hot. And then next is going to be the fun stuff with the flowers and okay. I'm just using the Blue Jay. And these are hot, 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 hot. Whew. Hot. Whew. There we go. Good enough. Right? You guys get the idea. See, it says use. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to do pretty flowers. So this is new from the Salvage District. The vines, I'm so happy Prima came out with the vines again. I love them. They're fun. And then this is from the French Riviera collection, that Frank's new collection that he come out with. So basically, because I have darks in my kitchen, grays and stuff, I'm kind of going on that route. Oh, Jean, I'm having the same problem with my chat. It's not scrolling and it's irritating me. Because I'm like, wow, you guys are still talking about the molds? Holy crap. And that was like a while ago. So I'm going to actually use the beacons for this. And basically we're just going to play Add some here, add some there. And the nice thing about the modeling piece is I have time to play with it, so I have time for it to and I'm just going to kind of play around and see what we come up with. It'll be interesting, we'll say that. Oh, Lydia, you're censored again for a second. Not sure why that is. And I actually have a second vine because I knew I would want a second vine for this. There, it worked now. Oh, I'm sure Barbara wants my confession, my next Ustream confession. We talked about confessions last time. So, my Ustream confession for this week is, everybody know my profile picture for the Flying Unicorn Forum? Yeah, well, if anybody's interested in, I'm holding a smog. So if anybody knows what a smog is, that picture was taken at work. And I'm holding a smog, so you guys can Google it and see what you think. It's kind of a funny story. I am the queen of smogs, if anybody cares. And you'll all be like, what the heck is she talking about? Somebody will have to Google it. Easy pop-up blogspot. I'm going to tuck that there. I'm just going to okay. And I think I want my girl can't have enough flowers, right? Ooh, dropped it. And I'm not used to working at such a funky angle. Because I gotta actually stand up and look to see what this kind of looks like. Like, where am I missing something? If my noggin gets in the way, let me know. Oop. I don't like that there. I don't know if I like that flower there either. Okay, what do you guys think so far? I'll probably change it up after we're done today, just because I want something not so rushed. And do I not add something in the center of this? I don't know. I could. We'll see. Okay. I also have some of these. These are the Salvage District crystals. And then I also was going to put on, Babs, does this look familiar? These are from my good friend, Barbara Patrick. These are homemade. And I wanted to put them on there. And a while back in October, we had gotten these from Petaloo. They were in the October kit. And it was just a little something to kind of add a little to it. Oh, that's my alarm stating that I have 5 minutes left. I better bust it here. Babs does make beautiful pins. Absolutely gorgeous pins. Okay, I'm not sure. Do I want to put, I'll put one in there just to, so I don't have a blank window. Okay, so suggestions. Does it need anything? I think I need another. Barbara, you realize you're going to have people wanting your pins now? There. Okay. So what do you ladies think so far? And basically, I liked the blue on these, just to add a little extra shimmer. Oh. Here, I gotta use modeling. Okay, that didn't work how I wanted it to, but you guys get the idea, right? Okay. Oh, there goes my head. My head's in the way. Okay, what do you guys think so far? 18, oh, hat pins, yes. Okay, I gotta finish up here so you guys I can show you the other ones that were done. And clean up my mess. Okay. So here we go. Oh, it's not dry yet, but you guys get the idea. Okay? So, we'll let that dry overnight. We'll let that dry overnight. There. Okay. I'm going to switch it around, guys. So bear with me. Let me turn my light off. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm crooked. Way crooked. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, it'll have to do. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Wow, that was really fast. I want to show you a couple of the other sets that I did do. So I did kind of a steampunk one, and I used a lot of creative embellishments with this. Okay, it's crooked. There we go. A lot of creative embellishments. There's one end of it, and then there's the other. I am so crooked. So there's that one. The girl who gave me the book, she wants me to do a hippie chick. Okay, she's way hippie. With like purples and pinks and all the colors I don't really like to use, and so that's going to be pretty difficult, but I'll do it. And then this is more of a Finabar inspired. I cut out the center. I didn't like the color of the paint, so after it I didn't and I tied some chain on there. I didn't like the color of the paint, and so I may end up redoing it. I chose to do a white for a base on this one. And I got some bottles. I got some antique parts on there, some flowers and stuff. So those are the other two I did. Okay. So what do you guys think? It's not dry yet. I hope you enjoyed it. So I want to thank you guys for coming tonight. Also, thank you, Lydia, for moderating. And I have to look at the chat here. Next week we have Lydia. She's got a fabulous project lined up, and then it's going to be Lynn, and then me again, and then Tammy. So that's the month's lineup. So if you have any questions or anything, just let us know. I'll try to answer them. So I'm going to actually stop recording now, but I'll be here for a little bit, and I won't swear this time, and I need more coffee. So shoe bookends. Oh my Lord. I don't know if I could do shoe bookends. Oh, thank you, Lydia. I am going to save the video. Okay, where do I put the title? Okay. So it's saved. Is Vita in here? Oh, Vita, you missed a great show last week. I thought about you. Thank you, Yasmin, for staying up or getting up early. It was very awesome. You're going to have to do a special Saturday Ustream. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Okay, I won't swear this time. I didn't realize I was still live last time. Thank you all for coming. I really enjoyed it. Glad we got done in an hour. I was surprised. So now it's time to clean up my mess. So bye, everybody.